Hello guys, I'm Kiri, welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna talk about something very special. Lancia Fulvia Sport 1600. So what's special about this car? The engine. The engine of this car is unique. It's 4-cylinder 1600, 1584cc, but it's not 4-cylinder inline. It's not V 4-cylinder. It's not even flat 180 degrees 4-cylinder. But it's very narrow, just 11.2 degrees angle, V-type, but with one bank and one head. This was revolutionary technology which is came by the engineer architect Zagato Mina. The other models Fulvia, Berlina and Fulvia Coupe, were with the same configuration engines but different angle, around 12 degrees, and the capacity was 1100 and 1300. The other special thing about this car is the body. This is not a regular Fulvia. This is a Fulvia Sport. The design and the body is made by Zagato, the Italian master of the car beauties. The body was based on the Fulvia Coupe chassis. By the way, the name Fulvia is coming from the Roman time and was a road built by the Romans, of course, leading to Turin in Italy. The Zagato version was introduced in 1965 and was in production till 1973. There are two series, Series 1 and Series 2. Series 1 was from 65 till 69 and Series 2 from 1970 to 1973. Series 1 was equipped with 1.2-liter engine, 1216cc, 2 valves per cylinder, and just 200 of them were made. Here the power is 78 horsepower, 102 Newton meters of torque, 169 kilometers per hour, 105 miles per hour is respectively, from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour or 62 miles per hour, 13.5 seconds. Then it came 1.3 liters, 1298cc, which is 87 horsepower, and just 500 of these models were made. Up to here all the versions are fitted with aluminum bodies, but later on they changed to steel body with aluminum bonnet and doors. Then it came the 1.3 liter but S version, the same engine, 1298cc, but 92 horsepower. So the previous 1.3 was 87 and here the S version is 92 horsepower with 115 Newton meters of torque, 5-speed gearbox as well, 175 kilometers per hour maximum speed or 109 miles per hour, from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour or 62 miles per hour. Here we have 12.5 seconds. This was about Series 1. Then, how I said, it came Series 2 in 1970. This was updated beta version, but for me it's not better anymore because the body was not anymore made from aluminum, but from steel. So how I said, for me this is not a beta version. So Series 2 is came, was launched at the Turin Motor Show, of course Turin. You remember from where the name Fulvia came, the Romans, they built the road to Turin. So it's normal the presentation of this car to be in the Italian city Turin. Here we have 5-speed gearbox transmission, but I forgot to say about the position of the engine from the very first Fulvia to the last one, so all the Fulvia Sport Zagatos, the engine is longitudinally mounted of the front axle, because all the Fulvias actually are front wheel drive. This was also a revolution to Lancia. Actually, Lancia was very innovative company back on the time when it was independent. Now it's a different story. So front wheel drive, front longitudinally mounted engine, and very light Zagato body. The new for Series 2 was as well the suspension, the alternator, but not dynamo anymore, wider tires, etc. The body is now all steel. As well the bonnet, the hood and the doors, everything is steel. And it's 2+2, so the Zagato connection is lost a little bit, because no aluminum body anymore or even no doors and bonnet. So everything is made by steel. Actually, the idea of Zagato is light, very light body. So here they change, probably by some reason they changed to steel body. The engines here in Series 2 are 1.3 liter S and 1.6 liters. The 1.3 was the same from Series 1, 1298 cc, 92 horsepower and the same performance. Now we coming to the top of the sport Fulvia, the 1600 version. Here is interesting. 1584 cc, how I said before, engine from HF Fulvia Coupe, the sport version, the rally version Fulvia, 115 horsepower and 153 newton meters of torque, 190 kilometers per hour, 118 miles per hour maximum speed, and this was the fastest Fulvia Sport ever made. The acceleration from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour or 62 miles per hour, 8.7 seconds. Imagine this little car, 1970, 71, 72, from 0 to 62 miles per hour, 8.7 seconds. Absolutely amazing performance. There are some cosmetic changes as well. Inside, we have already oil temperature clock, we have bucket seats, we have electric front windows. Outside, the black, we have painted in black the radiator grille, some black parts of the bumpers, new door handles, and very nice looking Chromodora alloy wheels. And of course, some other things. Zagato built in total 7,000 of this model, but just 800 were with the ultimate 1600 HF engine. Just for reference, I'm gonna say, from these 800 cars with the 1600 engine, just 62 were made in right-hand drive. Just 62 from the 800, 1600 models are with right-hand drive configuration. The Lancia Fulvia, Zagato, of course, they were much lighter and nimble than the standard Fulvia models, much more fun to drive, even just enjoying the look inside the garage, because the car is really, really very beautiful. By the way, a guy who enjoying every day his Fulvia Sport 1600 is Harry from Harry's Garage. The Fulvia Sport Zagato were on the track as well, so they were racing cars as well. They won in 1969 in the class the races at 24 hours at Daytona and 12 hours at Sebring. So this is very, very desirable and collectible car today. Here we have this racing model Lancia Fulvia Sport 1600, which is exactly a replica of these from 1969 Daytonas and racing and Sebring cars. Lancia, back on the 1960s, 1970s and 1980s, was one of the top rally car. They won many races, many championships, always being leaders. We know the rally models Lancia Fulvia HF Rally, Lancia Stratos, Lancia 032, Deuta S4, Lancia Deuta Integrale. The sport history file of Lancia is absolutely, absolutely massive. And everyone, of course, appreciates it. So one more time, to say, Lancia Fulvia Sport Zagato is a two-door sports car with front-mounted engine and front-wheel drive, 4 or 5-speed manual transmission, depends from the engine. The engines were 1.2, 1.3 and 1.6 HF, so from 78 to 115 horsepower. The wheelbase of the car is 2 meter 330 millimeters. The car is long 4 meters and 90 millimeters, is wide 1 meter 570 millimeters, and is high 1 meter and 200 millimeters. The weight of the car is between 900 and 990 kilograms. So 900 is for the early versions, How I said, they are from aluminum, built all the bodies from aluminum with 1.2 or 1.3 liters engine. Later versions from steel, of course, they are from around 990 kilograms and they have 1.3 and 1.6 liters engine and different equipment. The wheels, they are 14-inch for all the models, 4.5 for the early and 5, the size 5 for the later versions. So the tires 145 by 14 for the early versions and 165/14 for the later versions 1600. The brakes are amazing. All 4 wheels are with disc brakes, so this is, imagine, 1960s, 1970s. So this car is really very special and is piece of art. The design, architecture, the Italian beauty is absolutely amazing car. Just have a look at the car from this view, from the side. You can see the back side is absolutely clean, very beautiful. The lights on the back, everything looks so special and so beautiful in this car. Also the rear, you can see the rear window. You can open from inside by electrical mechanism to cooling the space inside the car. So this was some of the modifications of this model Fulvia's Zagato. The Sport Zagato, you can open the from inside with electric mechanism the rear window, so the you can change the air inside the car. From every angle, the car looks so beautiful. Just have a look, even the wheels. The wheel arches here are updated because this is the replica of the sport racing version from Daytona and Sebring. But anyway, the car looks so pretty. The exhaust system here is on the front of the rear wheels, on the sides. The door glass is changed from very light plastic, of course, with just little open window. Is absolutely amazing. So Lancia, they have great history, and this model is part of the Lancia sport history. So guys, I hope you liked the video about this beautiful Lancia Fulvia Sport Zagato 1600. If you like the video, please subscribe my channel and see you next time, guys. Bye.